Can this Monday get any worse? I was probably jinxing myself by even thinking such a thing, but as I stood outside Cuttingham City Central High, I felt trapped. My feet seemed anchored into my immediate surroundings, and I felt sick as I stared up at the school's main entrance. Its looming doorway seemed to be as ominous and inescapable as the gates of hell. And perhaps it was. More than ever, I desperately wished I could go home. Go home, climb under my covers, and forget about everything, literally everything. After missing the spring fling and then living through a tumultuous spring break, I was back at school. But instead of feeling like the refreshed beauty queen I should have been, there I was, pretending to wait for my friends without a care in the world. Like any good actress, I at least looked the part. I was wearing a flashy scarlet-red flowing skirt, 2-inch heels, a cutesy top paired with a matching choker, and a light jacket. I'd done my hair up in a French twist, and I'd painted on my makeup with the determination of a soldier eager to camouflage herself as she walked into enemy territory. Which wasn't too far off from the truth. I told myself I was a model of beauty and a true inspiration to my peers, which was just a nice way of saying I was better than all of them. No wonder I'm lonely. It is lonely at the top. But I knew I was lying, and silently admitting my hidden insecurities made me squirm. The truth was, I deserved to feel lonely today. This is what I get for deciding to help A.B. My jaw tightened in silent fury. It was really all Abuela Blanca's fault I was even at school. Dad was sleeping off a weekend shift, and I didn't want to be stuck keeping company with my eccentric, likely insane grandmother. Kallie! I might not have wanted to be home with A.B., but my heart still deflated as I heard Lizzie, my white girlfriend, calling for me. My smile was fake as it was swift, and I could only pretend to be excited. I honestly had no issue with Lizzie herself, but as I watched her approach me, I had to wonder why we were even friends. Sure, we shared some peripheral interests, makeup, hair, clothes, being popular, and stuff like that. Today she was wearing a new pair of glasses, one of her reoccurring motifs. It was an easy revenue of attention for her, but the more she did it, the more she'd have to do it again. I originally appreciated her savvy, but now she was a one-trick pony. People would notice when she stopped, and if she continued it until graduation, what else would she really be remembered for? I didn't even remember her for much more than that. Behind her, I caught sight of June and Yuli heading my way too, and suddenly the collective thought of their company only made me feel more lonely, even if I knew I would be more distracted from my loneliness. I can't tell the girls anything about me, nothing about my mom, nothing about Fatgirl, nothing about Zeus. The heat in my cheeks increased exponentially at the mere thought of him. It was like a crack breaking through a dam, bursting forth, followed by a surging waterfall and then a tsunami. I dated plenty of boys before, each of them more insufferably pretty and impeccably petty than the last. But that's all they were, really. Pretty faces that would take me places, give me pretty things, and offer me social clout. Honestly, and I mean painfully honestly, as much as I loved looking at someone like Blake Turner, he didn't strike me as a kind of boy I'd follow off to college and marry. But Zeus, well, Zeus was a kind of boy I could at least see staying friends with past high school. That was something, and something more dangerous than I like to admit.